Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside Vita Blue. The Louisiana-born left-hander will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. At the plate now is A.J. Pollock. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Danny Duffy is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matt, I think Wander Franco is certainly a guy we are excited to watch play today. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy. Everything looked routine until the throw. He just rocketed that thing directly over the first baseman's head. I mean, he's a pretty good athlete, but he had absolutely no chance to come down with that one.
As a look, now the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Second inning set to go. And next will be the speedy catcher, Will Smith. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Chris Taylor is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Taylor is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Here's Corey Seager as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as last half of the second set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jason Bay. First pitch of the AB on its way. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, digging for 2. Around second, he's on his way to third. So he's in at third to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch, and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
In now, Willie Stargell, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it, the pitcher has to throw strikes, the offense has to show up. But I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
He just smoked this ball right down the line.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone!
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect it.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Ground ball left side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Back to the top of the order now, and in to swing the bat next is Wander Franco. First delivery to him. Hard hit ball to second. Turner has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
Striding in is Andrew McCutchen. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Duffy sets, and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Hey, now into the 30s, D-Row. Do you think he starts looking ahead, thinking about that magic number, maybe getting it to 40?
Yeah, I don't think you ever worry about Joe D's number, but when you start climbing into the 30s, man, there's not many guys that have been there. This is just a steady diet of staying in the zone for over a month.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Next to bat will be Jason Bay. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs. Next up is Max Muncy. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Max Muncy is retired to kick off the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 26.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tony Gonsolin is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney. Now to the plate, Key Brian Hayes, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Line hard, deep into left. Pollock is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Willie Stargell. He doubled his last time up. First offering. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Rodolfo.
Standing in now, Rodolfo Castro. Fouled off. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. The windup and the 0-1. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 325 sign down the line. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
At the plate now, Michael Perez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, what a play. It's there, and he's out. That was exceptional. He got. Here now is Trey Turner. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. In there, strike 2. And he's jammed a bit on that one, but he's able to foul it off to the right to stay alive. And another foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. A.J. Pollock is sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
popped up. Castro is calling for it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. One left. Bottom of the inning now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Vida Blue.
The pitcher.
Swing and a liner.
Blue.
Taylor is right there, one down.
Now batting.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Wander Franco. First pitch of the AB on its way. High and deep to right center. Back goes Taylor at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutcheon sent in the air out to straightaway center. Taylor is there, two gone.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the right fielder, Jay Parker.
Next, it'll be Dave Parker. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Left center, base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
To the plate now, Jason Bay. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Brian Hayes digging in now. In there, now the throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch, he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. The Pirates are able to add. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. That's in the basket, a home run.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First delivery to him. Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch, and guys don't take kindly to that. Next to dig in, Tony Gonsolin comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. While the throw pulls him off the bag. Next up, Trey Turner. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss.
Hey, as a former.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Stepping in once again is Willie Stargell as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Lifted into center field. Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, second.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Rodolfo Castro. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Castro is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Line towards center field, and he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 6.
Now at the plate here is Michael Perez, grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And he's going to make the catch. Oh, and he paid the price for it, too, as he crashes into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And now in the box, A.J. Pollock. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity, up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. A.J. Pollock takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night. Will Smith is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go to start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the bottom of the 6th inning now. And that'll bring up the 3-time World Series champ, Vida Blue. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Swing and a liner. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Wander Franco is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Now batting.
Up next for the Buccos, Andrew McCutchen flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Next to stand in is Dave Parker. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. McCutchen, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
At the plate, Jason Bay. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the... All set for the start of the inning, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. First delivery to him.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 1-2 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Max Muncy goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brustar Graterol will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Cody Bellinger is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
The first baseman, number 8.
So now to the plate, Willie Stargell.
Stargell.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now back, second baseman.
Next up is Rodolfo Castro. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Into the box now, Michael Perez. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
So now to the plate. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile, another run is in to score. Show Track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. That brings up Wander Franco. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in. Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Phil Bickford enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now both runners are breaking. Strike taken to throw. And he can't find the handle, actually, as he must have been caught off guard. It's a double steal. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
So he sets him down swinging. Cody Bellinger goes quietly to lead off the 8th.
Trey Turner.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Fouled off. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Bases are empty, one man out. Stays alive, still 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Here's a ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
The 0-1 delivery. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. A.J. Pollard stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. A.J. Pollard goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here now is Will Smith. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Next pitch coming up here will make it an even 100 for the ball game. Fouled away. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. The Dodgers do get one back on the solo. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jason Bay. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Jason.
And now the first pitch. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, at being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Next, it'll be Ke'Bryan Hayes. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This is a pretty good pitcher's ballpark, PNC, in Pittsburgh.
What an impressive hitting performance by that lineup. This park, it definitely caters to the left-handed hitter. With that wall in right field, you feel like you can book one into the Allegheny. Not the same for a right-handed hitter. Big left center gap and center field play, Steve.
Rodolfo Castro.
So here is Rodolfo Castro, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And now the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, number 6.
So now into the box is Michael Perez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to the right side. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed.
The
He
pitcher,
looks
number 35.
seriously hitterish at the dish
Right
right
on.
now. That's his third knock of the game.
In now, Vida Blue, pulled toward right center field. Betts will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. It's the Pirates 12 and the Dodgers 3. So stepping in is Chris Taylor, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Chris Taylor becomes the first out of the inning. This is popped up. Hayes is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 52,
Albert Pujols will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch on its way. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 12-3 is the way this one ends. The Buccos seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Vida Blue earns his 5th winner of the year.